Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and today I have our next update for Deck of Panning. So if you are unfamiliar with this project, it was started and continues to be hosted by Emily and Max. I always do have her linked down below along with her intro video and the spreadsheet slash game board that she uses for this project. But the basic gist of this project is that it revolves around a deck of cards, and we have a game board, and you randomly draw in cards which correlates to a prompt, and then you roll in a product. All the P words. So I do have one rollout for this update, which means that we get to roll in a brand new card. And I did put my Joker back in because 2 updates ago, I finally got the Joker. I kept speaking it out into the universe, and the Joker finally came around for me. So that product will be in for quite a while, but we do have one more card that we're going to draw. But I have all my items, I have my graphics, I have my tracking books, and so we're going to get into my next update for Deck of Panning. We're going to see what my rollout is, and we're going to draw in a new card. So stick around, I'm going to gather all my things, and we're getting into this update right now. All right, so I am going to go in the order in which they're on my graphics, and we will eventually get to my product that is my rollout. But right now I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 items rolled in. I think you start with 5. I always end up with extra products rolled into this because I'm a little bit of a glutton for punishment and I just love rolling in new products. So we do have 6 in right now and I'm rolling out 1. But the product that has been in the longest and will be in the longest is, and there's a fly in my room, and it's because we are now getting extremely hot. Like it was actually like in the 90s the other day, and when the truck was sitting in the sun for a little while, it was actually 100 degrees when the truck was sitting in the sun. So we are officially in summer. Like we had like 2 weeks of spring and now we're in summer. So the flies are out like crazy. And whenever I leave the door open for the puppy dogs, the flies just come in. So we are currently on fly patrol. But the item that has been in the longest and will be in the longest is my Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. So I rolled this in at the very beginning of the year for an 8 of clubs, which wasn't in it for the long haul. And here she is. I can't make any marks on here anymore because I can't see through the packaging, but I have been using this pretty consistently. And let me look at my book because I ended up mixing this in with the rest of my foundations this summer, and whenever I want to do a little bit of a lighter coverage look. So I have, since the beginning of the year, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29. So I actually have 29 uses on this because I've been mixing this in with my other foundations pretty much every single day in May. So hopefully I will start seeing a little bit more difference on this one. I'm sure if I could see through the packaging, we would be making a new mark, but I cannot see through the packaging anymore. So we are sticking with that, but I have 29 uses on the skin tint so far this year, and I'm picking up steam. So hopefully maybe by the end of summer, we will be able to see this as a rollout, which would feel really, really good. Let's see what our next item is. So this one rolled in a couple updates ago, and this is for a 9 of diamonds, which is a non-makeup item. And I did pick one of my toners. So this is the Paula's Choice Nourishing Milky Toner. I love a milky toner, and this one is no exception. I did get this on clearance at like a TJ Maxx. So I saw a Paula's Choice product, which I love Paula's Choice items, and I saw a milky toner for, what was it, $8? Sold. So I did pick this up. My goal was to use half of the product. So my goal would be right here. As of this morning, whenever I marked, I am up here. So we still do have a tiny bit more to go here. That is okay. This will be accomplished probably by the end of May. So we will definitely have this as a rollout and be past our goal line when we have our next update. I don't think I'm going to roll anything in preemptively for this. I think I'm just going to let this one kind of keep going. So we will definitely see this goal / product as a rollout for next update, but I am really enjoying this product. The milky toner that I have to use after that one is actually a like K-Beauty one, so I'm very curious how that one will feel compared to like a Paula's Choice, more like mainstream type of brand here in the US. So I am very curious about the combination of those two. Now I have the item that I'm going to be able to roll out. And you might think to yourself, Erin, isn't that what you have on your eyes today? And the answer would be no. But I did roll in my Lethal Wildflower palette for a No Pan Left Behind, which was a King of Diamonds, which actually is a No Pan Left Behind prompt. For the past couple years, I've been using this project to also consistently have a No Pan Left Behind palette rolled in as a prompt. So I will randomly pick a palette for a prompt and then have a No Pan Left Behind goal, but the actual prompt for the King of Diamonds is the No Pan Left Behind. But this is what the color story looks like on this one. Absolutely stunning. And again, not the palette that I have on my eyes today, but very, very similar. I actually feel like the shimmers in this palette would be a whole lot more impactful than what I actually have on my eyes today. But if you are ever curious about what palette / palettes, because sometimes I'll do more than one. If you're ever curious what's on my eyes, I always have the palette that I used linked down below in my description box. I also go through all of my palettes and all of my eyeshadow looks in my No Pan Left Behind video that goes up on the 25th of every month. So if you're ever looking for where my eye looks come from, either check the description box or check out that video. You'll see pictures of everything. But I only had to use these 3 shimmers as of last update, and I did go ahead and get that done. I used those shimmers this past month. So this palette is done, and this is a rollout. Let's look at what our next, the Joker item. So this is the product that I rolled in whenever I did pull the Joker. My Joker, because I have a Star Wars deck of cards, my Joker in here is BB-8. So he came around for me. And I do have my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in tan rolled into this prompt. Now my goal is to finish this. I think I told you guys through all of my tracking from the very beginning to where we rolled it in for this project, I think that was like 14 months of use. So this product does not go quickly, but with it being summer, with me wanting to bronze up and tans up a little bit, and also with some of my foundations being a little bit light for me, I have been using this quite a bit and like mixing it in. So we can see between the roll-in and now, I was able to make a pretty substantial jump in this product. So very happy about that. Getting really good use on this. I actually used this to mix in with my foundation today, and then I used this to mix in with some lotion and to bronze up my chest a little bit. So that is how I am using this product, and I love it for that. So we are making really good progress on this. We'll keep chipping away at it, but I'm happy that I was able to make a new mark on my bottle there. Hopefully by the end of the year, I won't even say by the end of the summer, because I don't think it's possible to use this up completely by the end of the summer, but maybe by the end of the year, we will see that as an empty. This is one that I thought that I would have more progress on it, but since I am not working at home, I'm not using this as much. And so this was rolled in for a 7 of clubs, and the prompt was either cream or liquid. And I did roll in a mini or a travel size of a perfume, and this is the Flower Bomb, the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. This is not my favorite scent of the Viktor and Rolf's or even the Flower Bombs, but I do like it good enough. And so I have actually been using this as a room spray in my office, basically what I do is I have like cloth curtains, and I will spray my perfumes that I don't like on my body, but I like the smell of them. I will spray them on my curtains. So I have been spraying this a couple times on my curtains, but since I'm not working from home, I'm not spraying my curtains because I'm not in my home office. But I was able to make a new little mark there, if my lights will not shine off of everything. So we started at that line right here, and now we're down to here. So this is how far we've kind of gotten on this product. If I can remember to use it, and because I am enjoying like my little work area over here that I used to like do my actual job from that area, I have completely cleared out all of my actual like work stuff, and it has gone back to the office. So now I am actually using that area for some of my writing. I did my editing on some of my videos over there. So I think that I want to spend a little bit more time in here for my own office purposes. And so that might help me use a little bit more of this perfume. But my goal is to finish that completely. As I hear Jane getting up in the living room, he's going to be coming in here. What's up, big boy? Oh no, I was not talking to you. You can come here and lay down. Was not talking to you, Washburn. Was talking to Mr. Jane. Jane, you can go get comfortable. Go lay down. You, stop posturing on your brother. Yep, you can take your toy and get in your bed. Thank you. All right, now that the old man is all settled, so perfume is on the docket to get that completely used up. Let me see. Okay, so the next category that I ended up pulling was for a 4 of spades, and that prompt was out of your hands. So I had to kind of like phone a friend and ask what item I should roll into this prompt, and I ended up taking a picture of 2 palettes and sending it to Andy, and I let Andy pick what palette she wanted me to do, and she picked one of my Z palettes, my self-made palettes. So this one here, this is the Color Story. This has ColourPop, Sydney Grace, and Makeup Geek shadows in here. So I'll end up popping up a graphic over here about what I've already used on this palette, but I think that I've used about half. I do have quite a bit of this more cool toned like burgundy purple area over here to do. So, but there's a lot of shimmers over here, so we'll have to kind of mix and match. But I really do love this palette. I love the quality of this. The Sydney Grace shimmers are just amazing, and the Makeup Geek mattes are actually really doing well with holding up, and we all know how long Makeup Geek has not been a brand anymore. So those shadows are 5+ years old and they're still going strong. But those are all of my items and all of my updates. So like I said, we have the 1 rollout, so we will go ahead and pick a new card for this one. I'm hopeful that maybe this palette will roll out next time. I know my toner will roll out next time, so we'll have at least 2 rollouts. I don't think I'll make it all the way through this perfume before next update, but if I do, then that will be a happy coincidence. But let me go ahead and get my cards out. I actually have not pulled the game board, so let me go ahead and do that real quick, take my screenshots of the game board, and then we will roll into drawing a new card. All right, so I do like to look in my deck and see how far down BB-8 was, because we know BB-8 is my Joker. So I think last time he was pretty much in the middle. Yep, BB-8 is right there, and he was pretty much smack dab in the middle. So with the game board, the aces and the face cards, I don't know where my brain went there for a second, but the aces and the face cards do not change, so they're the same every single update. But Emily does shuffle the numbered cards every single time. So Let's see here. We have letter, SPF, wish you returned, cream or liquid, gemstone, balm product, pencil, veto. I've never gotten a veto or a get out of jail free card, so that would be fun. Matches nails, which you guys would be proud of me. I actually painted my nails, so we're gonna have a really exciting like update for my Project 10 uses because I have been doing really well with using those products. So make sure to tune in on the 25th. And I also got my summer FabFitFun box. I'm going to be filming that video tomorrow. So I also will have a bonus video coming in this month for my FabFitFun. But oh, there's a prompt called tourist. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that one up. But the shame, the fantasy self, yummy, splurge, matches eye color, and broken. All right, so we have some really cool prompts on the board this update. But I've shuffled plenty of times. I always cut the deck on camera with you guys, and then whatever card is on the top, that is our card. So good juju coming down the fingers, and we have the 4 of diamonds, which that is going to be a copycat. Let me look up what that is, because I don't know if that is a dupe product or if that is me being a copycat of somebody else panning something. Give me 2 seconds to look at the board and see what that prompt actually means. Okay, so copycat is a product that I'm seeing somebody else pan. Give me a second, because so I have not been watching a whole lot of YouTube. Again, shame on me for not supporting my other YouTubers out there, but I just have not had the bandwidth in me to watch a whole lot of YouTube. So let me go ahead and look at some panning videos from my friends out there, and let me see what I can copycat off of them. All right, y'all. So I went straight to Donna's channel. So she is my new obsession on YouTube. She's fabulous. But I was like, let me go straight to Donna because I want to feature her. I want to do something that she's doing. So I looked up her 2025 Project Pan video. She just did an update a couple days ago, or actually 2 weeks ago. Bless my mind. But one of the items that she is panning is the Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey. Now, I don't have that, but I kind of have the ColourPop dupe to it. So this is one of the ColourPop glowing lips, and this is in Girl Please. Now, I feel like this is maybe a little bit more pigmented than Black Honey, but it reminds me very, very much of Black Honey. So I think what I want to do for my goal on this glowing lip is I want to do like 30 uses, because that will give me enough use on this that it might take me an update or 2 before this is rolled out. I don't want to give myself such an easy goal, or since we drew a 4, should I do 40? Let's do 40. Let's go wild. So I'm going to do 40 uses. This is actually a really good product that I could like put at my desk at work and reapply like once my lip stain kind of wears off. I can easily reapply this even without a mirror. It's pigmented, but like I feel like I can apply this without a mirror and it won't go everywhere. So thanks to Miss Donna and her inspiration, so I am going to be the copycat of her, and I'm going to roll in my glowing lip from ColourPop in Girl Please. And we'll have that in for 40 uses. But that's my update for Deck of Panning. Short and sweet and to the point, and really, really excited. Like I was almost like, if I got the veto, let me just talk through this in my head. If my fantasy self picked the veto card, would I be vetoing the Halo Glow, or would I be vetoing the skin tint? You guys tell me. We're going to play a game. We're going to play a game here. If you guys were me And if my fantasy self drew the veto card, which one of these would you guys end up vetoing? I'm just curious what you guys would have done. But since that's not my reality, that's not my real life, we're going to go ahead and get this glowing lip in for 40 uses, and then we will have some really good rollouts for next time. And yeah, that's how we're doing. Alrighty, well, I will go ahead and I will get my pictures done, get my graphics done, get this up for you guys. Bonus video for my FabFitFun box. I'm looking at it over there on my table right now. It is the smallest box I've ever received. Not necessarily like smallest in size. When it came, I was like, oh, that is the smallest box I've ever gotten. So we will see what I got in there and what is good. But otherwise, this will go up on the 20th, and then you guys will see my Project 10 uses and my No Pan Left Behind coming up on the 25th. And like I said, I have a lot of really good rollouts in that video, so stay tuned for that one. But I do appreciate you guys so much. And I continue to go back in and reply to a lot of my comments. Again, I'm so sorry that I'm behind on my comments. You guys know just that my brain has been other places. I think I slept for a total of like 18 hours yesterday, just to catch up on sleep that I've lost with this change. So I feel a little bit more well-rested. I feel ready to go back into the game and wear myself down again over the next 3 weeks, and then have another day where I sleep 18 hours. So we will see how that goes. But I appreciate you guys so much, being supportive, being understanding, being encouraging, just being yourselves and being amazing in my little corner of the internet here. But I'm going to go ahead and go. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do all of the YouTube things. Hit a thumbs up on this video if you guys are enjoying my content. If you are new or lurking, consider hitting that subscribe button. I do project panning, conscious consumerism, beauty budget, psychobabble, puppy dogs. This is my personality, so if this seems interesting to you, or if so many people tell me that like my voice is calming and you guys will just put me on in the background, and I'm like, how do you guys listen to me? Like, I don't want to listen to myself when I edit. How do you guys listen to me? But hey, if I am a calming presence in your life, I love that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but of course it does help me out a lot here. Drop me those comments down below. I will get around to answering all of my comments. I love our conversations. I love hearing how you guys are doing. I love hearing your suggestions, and whenever I ask for feedback, you guys are on top of it. So I do appreciate you guys so much. You just don't even know. So love all of you. But I'm going to go do some editing. I might even sit at my new acquired personal space over here and do my editing, but I will definitely see you guys in my next video coming up real soon. But otherwise, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I hope that everybody has a beautiful day, and I'll catch you in my next one.